Hello everyone, it's yours truly Tosi Akitoku back with another episode of Nollywood Movie Review. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's a beautiful location we're shooting from today is the Blowfish Hotel, Victoria Island, Lagos. If you're ever in town and you want somewhere nice and classy and chic to stay, make sure you come in and I'm sure they will give you excellent service. Okay, now to the program. We're gonna get the housekeeping out of the way. Make sure you turn on your notification button, guys. That way you get our up-to-date videos as we upload them. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and make sure you keep an eye on all our social media contacts and note them down. They will be showing whilst this YouTube video is being played. Also, finally, please don't stop sending in your comments. Send us your emails, tell us your views, tell us if you want us to review any movie as well. It might be that you've seen a movie out there and you want to get a feedback as to what we feel about the same movie. So send your comments. Thank you for all the fantastic suggestions and words of encouragement. So much appreciated. We love you guys. Right, let's get started. The first movie I've got for you today is titled Iya Bose. This movie is quite good. It was produced by Oladejo and it was directed by Elijah Tolulope Rotimi. It stars Oladejo, it stars Tayo Shobola, it stars Adeni Johnson, and it stars Wale Korede. I'm going to stop for a minute and have you watch a clip of this movie.
Ṣé fẹ́ pa mí ni? Ẹ̀yin lọ́rọ̀ wà bí? Ṣé ẹ̀rí pọ̀ mi tútù? Ṣé kọ́ tí mo bèrè lọ́wọ́ yín ẹ̀kọ́ lẹ́yìn láti mi jàre?
Ìyá Bose o, Ìyá Bose, ẹrú tó ń ṣe bí ọba ọmọ ọ̀dọ̀ tó ń jà ẹ̀gbẹ́. Kò sẹ́ni tó lè sọ̀rọ̀, kò sẹ́ni tó lè bá wí. Ìyá Bose, agbára ipò òsì ni má ti fi Ìyá Bose, ó gbẹnu tán.
Sinimá titun Ìyá Bose. Ẹ wo kòkò tí o mọ̀ pé òun jata tó dórí iná tó ń ṣàròsìn. Ìyá Bose ni o. Alágbà tí o bá wọn mú ẹ̀kẹ́ bá wọn mú kún tó lédè kọ́lé tó kálàgbà fẹ́ kẹ̀kẹ́. Àṣírí kan wà láàrin wọn tí o gbọdọ̀ tú síta. Bíbọ ni wọ́n ń bọ̀ Ìyá Bose bí ó ṣá. Fáńtó bẹ́ẹ̀ kú fọ̀rọ̀ Ìyá Bose ṣeré. Ṣògo apabata pàdé wọn jọ wọn etí ẹ̀. Ìyá Bose. Àfàìmọ̀ kólówó má padà dolóṣì. Gbẹ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ àgbiná sàǹgbà máa fọ́ bí Ìyá Bose bá bínú. Ẹ wo ẹ má jẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ jù. Sinimá titun Ìyá Bose ni kẹ́ẹ̀rà kẹ́ẹ̀wò kẹ́ẹ̀gbà. Ó lágbára. Another fantastic movie ni written and produced by Oyindamola Oladejo. Tolulope Elijah ló direct yẹ. Sinimá titun Ìyá Bose. Ẹ̀rù tó pẹ́ nínú ilé tó ń bọ̀ alájọbí ni. Àwòtún òlélẹ̀ yẹn kọjá bẹ́ẹ̀. Go get your copy now.
Okay, Iya Bose is a funny movie, but it's very entertaining and full of lessons, life lessons. So the gist of the movie, so this young couple played by Adeni Johnson and Tayo Shobola, they started having financial difficulties. So they approached a native doctor who tells them that what you guys need to do is look after the pets in your household. So those domesticated, anything domesticated, anything that you kind of look after and cherish that you bring into your house, so just look after it, you know, be very good to the animals in your care, be very good to the people around you, and things are gonna turn around for you. Okay, now, unbeknown to them, the native doctor actually meant that they should look after him like a stray dog or something, you know, show some love and care, give some love and care to a pet or something of that nature. They obtained the services of a house help whilst they were having this difficulty by the name of Iya Bose. Now, Iya Bose was played by Oladejo, very colorful character in this movie. Iya Bose comes into the household, overhears the conversation between the husband and the wife, and decides that she is going to be the so-called pet to be looked after in the house. And she started to make demands. So she started demanding money. She started demanding gifts. She started actually demanding their attention and time. And they actually then, so the husband succumbed to the demands, and things turned around for a very brief period, and immediately he thought he had to be good to Iyabose, that Iyabose was bringing in the good luck into the family. Unbeknown to him that it wasn't actually Iyabose, but this woman milked the process.
The first time we started
àbúrò mi. Ẹ máa ń bínú mo wò pé wo ti láti bá mi send owó sábúrò mi ni mo ń send owó sí lóòrèkóòrè mo yí fún lówó láìpẹ́ ìgàn kò sí nǹkan tó kàn yín pẹ̀lú yẹn nǹkan tẹ́yìn bá fẹ́ anything tẹ́ bá fẹ́ ni kẹ́yìn gbé mi sọ ẹ fi tèmi àtàwọn àbúrò mi lẹ̀.
Bose ọmọ tèmi ni mo sọ ayé àbúrò yín.
ó ga ọ ẹ má wọrẹ ẹ má lọ ẹ fẹ́ kí n máa yan security ni ẹ sáré lọ tẹ́ bá ti ní pẹ́ ẹ lọ send ẹ yẹn ṣe problem.
Ọlá wípé ẹ̀yin náà lẹ sọ wípé gbogbo nǹkan tí mo bá ti need nínú ilé kí n máa béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín wọn ló jẹ́ kí èmi náà béèrè owó tí mò ń sọ yóò pọ̀ bí 400,000 náà ni.
One time she even actually asked for a massage. I know, funny. She asked for a massage, that they had to give her the massage, otherwise things would not work for them in the house. It was really, really funny scenario, but a lot of lessons to learn, very educative, very full of suspense. You don't actually know how the movie is going to end until you actually get to the end and then you see the nice twist in the plot. Now, eventually, as the movie progresses, we then get to find out that what they were meant to be looking after was a stray dog that had found its way into the house. When they saw that dog, they chased the dog out because they thought Iyabose was going to be the person that was going to bring the blessings into the house. No, funny movie, hilarious. But I love the fact that they were able to weave in a lot of lessons into a very, very funny storyline, which actually is quite realistic. It shows how people are gullible to, when they hear messages or when they're going through a difficult time. People are so desperate to hear something that's going to get them out of that situation. And the tendency is for them to run along with whatever they're given and interpret it in a wrong way, whichever way they think is going to suit them. And usually, it's not usually the way that they're meant to resolve the issue. But no, this is an interesting movie. Now, we have mentioned Oyinda in our previous reviews in terms of the fact that she's a movie producer and she's now back on scene in terms of Nollywood Yoruba movies. We're loving the movies she's bringing out. We're loving the angles she's bringing out in terms of the story interpretation, in terms of her themes, in terms of how she's really telling her story in her own way. And the storylines are quite unusual. So they're not storylines that we have seen in the Yoruba movies that have been released previously. So we love this new influx of female producers. We're loving it. So my first top-rated movie for the week is Iyabose. It was marketed by Toymax Productions and is available on YouTube channels. You can Google that full movie and you'll be able to watch it on YouTube free, I think. No, totally funny, totally hilarious, and it's really, really entertaining and educative movie. Our second top-rated movie for this episode is titled Never Yours. Such a beautiful love story. It stars Rachel Okonkwo and it stars Okey Uzoeshi. I'm going to stop for a minute and have you watch a clip of this movie.
How are you?
I'm fine. Chi, good morning.
Morning.
I brought akara for you.
Again?
What do you do to prevent your own Oko junction?
Ogage is my only safety belt. Every other person is condom.
Hey.
You sell those drugs to her? eBay. Last I checked, I sell drugs and not poison.
If Ikenna did not propose to me this month, I would have asked Chima to bring wine with his people next month.
No, but that's not good now. That's not good now.
I'm going to stay there. Stay there, yeah? I have always asked you to get a backup plan, Ogechi, in case if Chike disappoints tomorrow.
Never Yours is such a beautiful story, guys. Every lady out there, you can reckon with this storyline when you're watching it. I guarantee you. I watched this movie and I thought this has happened to me, in my dating years, my courtship or relationship. So it's a story of Ogechi and Chike. She loves him. She will do anything for him and everything, by the way, but he wasn't that love wasn't reciprocated back. So the movie just kind of looks at how that works. So we started off with this young girl that was so besotted with this guy. She would do everything. She would shower affection, shower love, cook for him, do so many things, and the guy wasn't even like reciprocating. He wasn't responding at all, and she was just so blinded by the fact that she was in love with this man, and she just wasn't prepared to kind of even explore other alternatives in terms of by other suitors, basically, who were actually quite interested, but she was so blinded by the love she had for this guy.
Hello, how now?
I'm fine.
I have a customer I'm talking to.
Okay, sorry.
Can
I wait? Yeah.
Just wait. So don't forget, the malaria drugs I gave you, don't forget to use them as I prescribed it. And for the other stuff, I will call you on the phone. We'll talk.
All right.
Mabeke.
Chi?
What are you doing here by this time? Eh? Shouldn't you be selling?
I brought this for you.
Yeah.
Chi? Good news. Chi, guess what?
What?
Ikenna has proposed to Azu. I'm so happy for them. They are now talk of the whole village. Hey!
I'm not surprised. Azu knows what she's doing now. Eh? It's not every woman that's like you.
Ogechi devoted her life to chicken. So she had a lot of warnings from her mom to telling her you need to find something to do. Stop putting so much of your time and effort into a relationship where other people actually saw was going nowhere. But she was the only one blinded by the fact that she just was so besotted with this guy, and she felt that this was going to be her life partner. Now, lo and behold, Chike ends up disappointing her, goes away with somebody, with another lady that he fancied, and he actually felt that Ogechi, played by Rachel Okonkwo, wasn't the woman for him. I mean, can you imagine, after how many years of sowing into a relationship, the guy just turns around, and lo and behold, you're being told that you're actually not the answer to the solution of a future partner, and that is exactly what Rachel Okonkwo faced in this movie. Now, one thing about Never Yours that was so beautiful is the way they kind of told the story in the setting. So it was very traditional and cultural feel about it, but I like the way they kind of made it so realistic, because Rachel Okonkwo really played that role well in terms of all the warnings that came. She just wasn't even going to respond to any of the warnings. As far as she was concerned, she was in love with this man, and this was going to be her future husband, regardless of whether that was going to happen or not. Now, Okey Uzoeshi really delivered in terms of his role and his acting skills. So he was the Rachel Okonkwo's potential husband-to-be that was never really the husband-to-be. And I like the way he was really believable. When he started giving her the excuses, ladies, trust me, when you're watching this part, you're going to be like, yeah, I heard that one. Yeah, I've heard that before. It was really believable in terms of, yeah, this is why, I can't marry you, giving her reasons that were actually not practical. It was very obvious he just wasn't feeling the emotions that she was. This movie actually has an audience score of 98% in terms of movie in terms of satisfaction, and in terms of the quality of the production. So I recommend it. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to be glued to the screen from beginning to the end. It's not just like a love story and it's all about what happens in this relationship, but the plot develops in a very nice way, and when it ends, you're really happy and excited. Everything was done in a very very neat format. In terms of the editing in this movie, it was very, very, very good. They really went over and above in making sure that they were portraying the era in which the film, in which the movie was depicting. So that's quite important when in terms of movie making. You know, it's not just about telling the story, but all the other components have to also work with the team and with the plot. Everything has to weave together for us to actually believe that, you know, what you're portraying to us or what you're showing us is what you want us to believe. So it was really, really good. The director made sure he got the attention of the audience in how he told the story. And you know what? You're going to fall in love with the characters. And you're going to watch this movie and actually compare it to maybe, you know, people's situations, the circumstances that you know in terms of their relationships and how maybe things didn't work for them in the end and they ended up being with somebody else. No, Never Yours is a beautiful movie. So this is my second top-rated movie for the episode. If you're looking for a nice love story that is not too, you know, mushy, but you know, it does what it says on the tin, then I would recommend that you make sure you watch that movie. Now, the only thing about Never Yours is it's actually on a paid platform, so you might actually have to subscribe or pay to that channel before you can watch the movie, but it's really worth doing that because you're not going to regret it. So Never Yours will be our second top-rated movie for this episode. Okay, that's another episode done and dusted, guys. Thank you so much for staying tuned in. Hope you enjoyed the movies we spoke about today. So we looked at the first movie we looked at was Bose, and then that was very nice, funny, really entertaining and educative movie. Make sure you check it out. And then we looked at Never Yours, and a love story which is kind of more serious and kind of giving you a good balance as well for your week. You can go either way. Thank you once again. Now, make sure, guys, you turn on your notification button so you get our up-to-date videos. Make sure you subscribe to our channel if you love what we do, or if you feel you can even do it better. Let's have your feedback. Let's have your comments. Let's have your suggestions. And please make sure you keep an eye on all our social media contacts. They're going to be showing as this YouTube video is being played. Now, whatever you do with yourself for the rest of the day, for the rest of the week, look after yourself, stay safe, and until next time, it's bye from me.